On October 9th, Jupiter stations retrograde at 21 degrees of Gemini and will travel back to 11 degrees of Gemini until February 4th of next year. This is Jupiter's annual 4-month retrograde journey, and it gives us time to internalize and process more of what's been on our minds. Now, Jupiter is associated with abundance, expansion, fortunate developments, great opportunities. It is the energy of big developments occurring in our life, often with ease and joy. But Jupiter in Gemini is in his detriment. And that means there's the energy of being more detailed, more critical, more specific, perhaps even missing the forest for the trees. So as Jupiter voyages retrograde, there is going to need to be some deeper questioning around what you've been mentally focusing on. Is this serving me, or is this creating greater overwhelm? Is this what I want to think about, talk about, and put mental energy into? Or is it creating greater stress and anxiety? This could feel like a Mercury retrograde with Jupiter retrograde in Gemini, and it brings our attention to the power of our mind, the stories we create and believe, the narratives we subscribe to, and how we process it all. Jupiter is also about our morals and our ethics and how we want to basically show up and have conversations with others, what we want to discuss, but then at a more personal level, what you're thinking of, what you are internally working through, and looking at, does this serve me? Is this something that I still believe in? Jupiter is our belief systems. So you might have some realizations here over this 4-month time period around the power of the mind and what deserves your mental energy. Not everything does, but we're surrounded by so much information and stimuli and opinions and thoughts and feedback, and on and on and on it goes. It can take you away from what really matters to you. So I feel this is an opportunity to realign yourself with the bigger picture of what you want at this time. So the bigger picture of what matters to you, and then how you bring that down into your daily reality. And Gemini is about what we do on a daily basis, how we move quickly through certain tasks and errands, where we go to, pick up the kids, do errands, things that take us into our immediate environments. But do you find it's all too much? Your calendar's too full? Do you find yourself going into unconscious programming? Or even reverting back to previous stories or experiences that you've actually outgrown? So we're going to have some opportunities to harness the power of the mind and make sure that we're focusing on what really matters to us for the long term. Also during this retrograde, when this retrograde begins in October 2024, this Jupiter at 21 degrees of Gemini is exactly sextile Chiron retrograde in Aries at 21 degrees. And they travel together through exact degrees for a number of weeks, and they're still in that sextile into December. You're going to have some new healing insights into what matters to you now, perhaps new solutions or things you've overlooked initially, new ways to contemplate who you are, and to basically rewrite any self-limiting belief systems around what you've been healing, any of the wounding that's come up for you that you've been moving through. This is actually a very supportive, beneficial sextile between Jupiter and Chiron, and I hope it brings you some new insights into what you need right now, that helps move you further along in these areas of your chart.